Yo, what's up, guys? So basically, look, I didn't have any video ideas for today, so basically I'm just gonna be doing a studio tour. So it's not really, I wouldn't classify this as like a studio because it's still me filming inside my room, but I thought I would just, share what kind of equipment that I use to record. Now, I already posted a video of me showing my setup tour to my Instagram. Now, I was gonna upload that same clip. I was gonna, legit, I was gonna just repost that same clip onto YouTube, but I've added some new additions to the place. You guys deserve a full video because y'all, I've been gaining a lot of new subscribers and I feel like y'all deserve a full-fledged video. First thing on this list is my PC. I'll put the specs on screen. So right here, you'll be able to see the specs. I use it for video editing, recording. It's a great machine. In terms of the monitor, I have the AOC, I think it's the G20. It's a 27-inch. It's a great screen. I'm using it to record this video right now. It's bright, it's clear, crystal clear. It's 1440p. So hey, first, I love this monitor. Once I start, getting more into video content and I start gaining more subscribers, I might get a second screen, but for now, this one does the job. In terms of the keyboard, I've got the Razer keyboard. It's nothing fancy. It's just your mouse and keyboard combo. You can kind of see it lights up. This one does light up too, but it shines more bright in the dark. So it's nothing fancy, but it is what it is. It does the job. In terms of the camera that I use the Canon RP with a 35mm 1.8. So it does the job. It's a great camera. I used to own a 70D, but that shit was heavy. That shit was heavy as hell. Bro, if you were YouTube back in that time, you probably had a 70D, an 80D. In terms of the mic setup that I got here, I used the Shure MV7, but this is inspired by, so I wouldn't call this mic a light version. It's just inspired by the SM7B. Now, the reason why I got this SM7B wind filter on, this is the one that came with it, right? It fits perfectly great, but it pops a lot. You get a lot of peaking. Well, not really peaking because I added compression, but you get a lot of pops. And if I say like the, bro, if you got some headphones, I apologize, but you might hear that. So in order for me to fix it, I went and bought the SM7B pop filter. Well, it's not a pop filter, it's like a wind filter. So I chucked it on and that fixed my issue. Now the only issue was that it fits, but it's not perfectly fitting. So sometimes you might see it sliding down or might slide off. I guess that's kind of a compromise, but it doesn't slip off or fall off. So I don't really have any issues. And in terms of the arm, I've got like the boom arm right here. So you can probably see, I can use it to move around forward, front, back, up. Great arm, obviously. It's pretty decent. Obviously, it's not the best out there, but it's a middle ground. Obviously, once the movie, you can hear slight cracking, but it's nothing that makes me, that makes it seem like it's cheap. It's made out of metal, so it's strong, it's decent, and it does the job. Now, this mic in itself, it's a dynamic mic. Essentially, what it does is it basically blocks out all the sound that's coming from outside of the mic. It only picks up sound that's in front of it. So if I move away, you can kind of hear it's getting a lot more quieter and quieter and more quiet. And the more I move away, the more, Now, it doesn't sound as clear as a condenser mic, which is what most people use for studio recording. But, I recorded a song on this mic. It sounds great. You guys can hear that mic. It sounds really good as well. And condenser mics pick up a lot more sound. That's one thing why I didn't want to go with condenser mics. Like, it picks up everything. So it's meant for people who record music because you get a lot more clarity because it picks up every little detail. But then that's not good for me because you can hear all the noise from outside or from around. And that's not good for me for a streamer. Now, this mic it takes a USB and an XLR. So for example, you can plug this into your phone. You can download like the Shure app. You can adjust the gain and you can obviously do compression, EQ straight from the Shure app. The interface that I use is a Focusrite Scarlett. I know a lot of people use interface, but it's cheap and it does the job. It's great. It's great. That's what I use to record all the stuff into, and also use a cloud lifter as dynamic mics are very quiet, very quiet. When I first bought this mic, I plugged it in and I was like, yo, why did this shit sound quiet? I boosted up the gain and that shit brought noise. it brought a hella noise, bro, and I hated it. I was like, yo, if you think bringing up the gain on a mic will make it sound better, it does, but it brings up noise. So what a cloud lifter does, basically, it brings up the gain and the volume without bringing in noise. So it's like clean gain, so you wouldn't hear any noise. So I bought that, plugged it in together, paired it up with the Scarlett interface, and bro, it does, bro. That shit is beautiful. That shit makes me sound like I work at a radio station. Up next, yo, we got Kanye West's new album he just dropped called Donda, you know, and the first track we're gonna be playing for the radio is we got Off the Grid featuring Playboy Carti and Fabio Foreign. So if you want to stream it, download the app right now, stream it, and add that shit to your playlist. Bro, that should make me sound like, I should start a podcast. I should start, I should start working at a radio station. If this mic, bro, this mic is fantastic. Yo, and paired up with my headphones that I use is the Audio Technicas, the M40s. Now, there's the M50s, the more expensive versions, but obviously for me, apparently they have better bass, but for me, I don't really care for bass. Now, I do have this Rode mic. This is the Rode Videomic Pro Plus. Essentially, I plug this on top of my camera, so when I'm not filming or when I'm not in the studio or when I'm not in my room, I can always take this mic, plug it on top of my camera, plug this in on the side. I can still get great audio. Now, I do think this is a bit expensive for the price range, but a lot of vloggers use it. It's a great mic, so I can't complain. I do have a ring light also paired up to my tripod, and also that just helps as well when I'm not in the studio or I'm not in my room. Now, I guess other than that, let's just get into my lighting setup, because I know that's one thing people been asking, yo, how you get your lighting so good? Because my shit was trash before. I ain't gonna lie, my shit was trash before. It was trash. I seen streamers have those panels, those triangle panels, bro. That shit ain't for me. It's nice, but it ain't for me. This is a light bulb, a nano leaf light bulb. You probably can't see it, so I'll probably overexposed, but it's nano leaf light bulbs, RGB. Essentially, I can change the color to anything I want. So if you see my reactions, you see that sometimes my colors are red, sometimes they're blue. It's because of this, because of the light bulb. I don't use no LED strips. If I place LED strips under my desk, it will light up my desk, but back there, won't get any light. That's why I prefer to have a light bulb. It just lights up the whole room. Other thing that, yo, bro, people been asking me, like, what is this behind? Let me move my mic. They've been asking me, yo, what is this? You can probably see it. These two little, I'm gonna let you know. That's like a lamp. No, so my mom, she found this on the street. Now she ain't steal that shit. She ain't steal that shit. She found it on the street. It said take for free. So she brought it to me. She was like, yo, look, I know you into YouTube. I know you need some lights. So I'm gonna get you this one. I found it and I picked it up, and it does the job. It helps to bring more light to the background, because if I turn it off, the shit looks bland. Like, let me show you. If I turn that shit off, bro, this shit looks bro, you see the difference? It doesn't look terrible, but it just adds a bit of flair to the background. Now, in terms of the ones that you see here, because obviously I don't just have this in the background. I got two beside of me. So what I have here is I got some LED panels. I got these ones, so you can probably see it's a bit bright. So I got this one right here, and I have this one right over here. These ones are great because it's really bright, and you can obviously change the brightness. You can make it brighter or lower, and you can also change the color to white or to yellow. And I feel like this was probably one of my best investments. This helped my lighting setup go from this to that. Other than that, it's not really much else. I guess there is this chair, you guys probably see. This chair is a new addition as well. You can probably see it's just like the green version. Green is my favorite color, if you guys didn't know, by the way. Green is my favorite color. Now, the reason why I got this is basically because, bro, the chair I used to have, bro, every time I finish recording or I finish editing and I stand up, my back will be in pain. Now, no, I'm not that old, bro. People be saying I'm old. I'm only 21. I ain't as old as you niggas think. I've seen too many comments saying, why this nigga look 22 and 55 at the same time? Why he sound old and younger the same? Bro, I'm only 21, so. But it's just, when I get off that chair, my back was hurting. So I had to upgrade, and this one is great. It's got the cushion. Yo, this shit is fantastic. All right, bro, I love this chair. This shit is fire. If you want to see like a whole full fledged of like what the studio looks like, I'll give you like a panoramic view. But yeah, that's really all that it is. I wish I could go into detail. Like it's really all that I use. Obviously, in order for me to stream, I use a tether tool, which means that I can basically make my camera run for as long as I want without having to manually charge the battery, take it out, and charge it again. Obviously, there's different things I do. There's my fashion side that I obviously am into. I I sew clothes, but yeah, I guess hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like. If you didn't, still drop a like. But every like counts out here. I had to make a full video. I didn't want to half-ass and give you like a shit. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you people next time. Peace.